Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a new anti-haul. So I have not done an anti-haul video in a while, but these have been really requested. I've been seeing the requests come in, and I recently just did kind of like a poll where I asked people what do you want to see and had people write in their answers, and anti-haul was the majority winner, which I thought was really interesting. So I started doing anti-hauls a while back. I did a handful of them, and then I kind of switched over to solely doing my Will I Buy It videos. I post my Will I Buy It videos every single Wednesday. I'll leave my playlist link down below for my Will I Buy It videos, and I just discuss usually like new makeup releases and just if I'm gonna buy them, and kind of like talk to you guys about the new releases and kind of what goes into the decision making process of buying makeup for a regular girl. And I switched from doing the anti-hauls to the Will I Buy It mostly because I was just worried that the anti-hauls were going to be considered to be too negative. I know a lot of other channels do anti-hauls as well, and everybody has their own take on the anti-hauls. I believe Kimberly Clark started the anti-hauls, and hers are more focused on consumerism and things like that, which is really interesting. Other people do anti-hauls solely to bash people and products and brands, and that's not what I'm into. So I just was always worried that anti-haul would come across as too negative. That's why I switched it to the Will I Buy It, so I could talk about yes, I'll buy that, no, I won't buy that. Whereas the anti-hauls are obviously going to be all makeup that I'm not going to purchase. But because it was super requested, I decided to bring them back. Also with my Will I Buy It videos, I can only feature, 3 to 4 makeup products in there, and I'm just getting so many requests in. So I thought maybe if I could also do an anti-haul video once, maybe twice a month, depending on how they go, I can cover more products that I can't all fit into a Will I Buy It. So we're gonna give it a try. Like I said, these aren't negative videos, not bashing products, brands, collaborators, anything like that. You will see from the video why I will not purchase these items and the decisions that make sense for me. So hopefully that makes sense to you. As usual, I have less to talk about, so why don't we go ahead and hop into it. Okay, so what I've done is pulled the comments from the Will I Buy It videos, read the comments, saw what was coming in, and picked the products that I know I wouldn't purchase so I can talk about them in this video. So one palette that has been really requested that I chat about is the Urban Decay Afterdark eyeshadow palette. This is a 10-pan eyeshadow palette. It is $49. I am looking at the Temptalia website right now. It says it contains 10 shimmery eyeshadows from white gold to deep navy. There are 3 cult favorites and 7 new shades. But if you have palettes and singles from the brand, new could mean old. This writer is saying that she definitely noticed more than one shade that is similar to past releases. This is a limited edition and exclusive to Sephora. It should already be out right now. I'll have it linked down below, and it says that they will have an in-store release of January 27th. So I'll leave photos down here as well so you can see what the palette looks like. Looking at it up close, it looks freaking gorgeous. Are you kidding me? It looks so pretty. These 10 shades just look super stunning. So one reason why I'm not gonna buy it, I talk about it very frequently. I'm not an eyeshadow palette junkie. Trying not to overload myself with eyeshadow palettes. It's much easier said than done because there are eyeshadow palettes that really do catch my eye. I prefer to spend my money on lipsticks. I'm a huge lipstick junkie. Things like that. I love eyeliners. I also love makeup brushes. I love skincare. So I try to put the money where to the products that really excite me, and unless an eyeshadow palette really jumps out at me and really screams
Samantha, you must have me,
then I'm gonna try really hard not to spend my money on it. That being said, it's definitely a beautiful palette, but another thing that I do want to say is that I really don't purchase a lot from Urban Decay. It's so hard to explain, and it's not anything against Urban Decay in the slightest, because they look like an amazing brand and I know a lot of people really love them. But you know how we have those brands that we just always gravitate towards, that we're excited about, that, and to me it's the same with makeup, it's the same with fashion. I'm very much particular to the boutiques and the stores that I buy my clothes and my shoes from. I keep continually going back to the same ones. It's hard for me to branch out and get out of my comfort zone. Once again, I'm trying, especially with being on YouTube, I like to try different brands and products and see what is out there. But again, I don't feel like I should just have to be throwing my money around everywhere just to be able to try new products and brands, because that's just not realistic to my lifestyle. So that's just another thing. I don't have a lot from Urban Decay already. And to me wouldn't be like an everyday palette. This wouldn't be a palette that I travel with, mostly because they are all shimmer shades. So when I do my makeup looks, I do like to have some good matte shades in there as well. Obviously I love shimmers, but I just don't feel like I'd be able to do like a complete makeup look with it, which would make it harder for me to travel with, and it just wouldn't be a good buy for me, I don't think. And I mean, I mentioned it in a lot of my videos. I mean, I am not well off by any means. I'm an author. I don't make a ton of money, and I have to be careful about where it is I'm spending my money. I just don't want to continually pad my collection with items that won't make the most sense to me. Of course, we're in January, we're at the start of a new year, we're thinking like, I'm gonna budget better this year and I'm gonna be more wise with where I'm spending my money, and I'm definitely still 100% in that thought mode right now. So I still have yet to spend any money on makeup this year, which makes me really, really proud. What are we now? Like a solid 3 weeks into 2017, and I'm just like over here raising the roof, super proud of myself. But those are some of the reasons why I'm not going to purchase the Urban Decay Afterdark palette. It looks beautiful, it looks intriguing, the shades look really nice, looks like it even comes with a brush. That's fantastic, but $49 is too much money for me to spend on an eyeshadow palette that I don't think would get a ton of use for me. But let us know in the comments down below, do any of you guys have this palette yet? What do you think of it? Or did you decide to skip over it as well? So this next one, I have you guys to thank. Some people actually sent this to me on my Snapchat and I hadn't seen it yet. So I'm looking at the Trend Mood 1 Instagram page to bring you guys this. But Kevin Aucoin is coming out with some highlighter palettes. Looks like there are 2 different highlighter palettes. One is the Neo highlighter in Sahara. They are both like ombre type of palettes. So the Sahara one looks kind of to be like the more like nude, brown, tan type of shades. And from what I'm understanding, there's basically 3 different shades in the palette, so you can do the shades separately or you can mix them together or kind of like mix and match. So there's the Sahara one, and then there is the ombre purple Neo Limelight in Ibiza. So this one is really intriguing to me. It has like the purple ombre to it. Looks very interesting, looks very cool. So they are $51 a piece. They are permanent. Oh, I love permanent items. They'll be available for online pre-order on the website January 23rd, online at Sephora January 31st, and in stores on February 1st. Again, I'm getting that information from the Trend Mood 1 Instagram page. Okay, so these look gorgeous. I do. They look absolutely beautiful, and Trend Mood is saying like she's using some to highlight under the brow bone area. Darker shade, she applied almost like a bronzer, created an ombre on the cheeks and cheekbones with the other shades. So it sounds like you could probably do a lot with them. So I don't have anything from Kevin Aucoin. I've never purchased from this brand. It's definitely more of like the high-end, almost like luxury brand. Just typically like very, very pricey. I tend not to purchase a lot myself from those brands because sometimes it can just be really hard to hand over the money for that kind of thing, you know? It just, ooh, like you see your money going towards it and you're like, no, I sold a lot of books for that. Should I be spending it on that? I don't know. So I've never purchased from Kevin Aucoin, so I have no prior experience or firsthand knowledge of the products. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you guys have anything from Kevin Aucoin? I hear really good things about the sculpting powder. I've never tried it myself, but let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the brand? Do you think the price tag is worth it? What would you really recommend? And of course, let me know what you think about these highlight palettes. Obviously, I'm featuring them in the anti-haul video, so there's no like suspense here. You guys know I'm not going to purchase them, mostly just because of the money. I think you could look closer at, you know, how many ounces of product you're getting and, you know, do all this math, which I really prefer not to do in my daily life. But it's still, to me, it's $58 for some highlight shades, and for right now, I'm not going to do it. I have a lot of highlighters in my collection. I feel like I forget about a lot of highlighters in my collection because I'm starting to get so many. I have a lot of highlights. I don't feel like I need a new one in my collection right now. And again, to purchase a more luxury brand, I really want it to be something that I feel like I'm going to get a ton of use out of. I don't wear highlight every day because I don't wear makeup every day. Even days that I do wear makeup, I don't always put highlight on because it can, you know, cause like to highlight the texture on your skin, and when I'm dealing with bad texture, highlight looks horrible on me, so I don't always use highlighter. Even though these shades look super stunning, I'm gonna have to pass on it right now just because of the price tag and just feeling like I wouldn't be able to get enough use out of it, but it looks freaking gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. That is no lie. Okay, so I had a couple of people tag me on this on Instagram to talk about the new Lorac eyeshadow palette called the California Dreaming eyeshadow palette. So this is $30 and it looks like it comes with 12 different shades. Looking at the Ulta website, it says chunky sweaters and jewels, wind and white plush clouds, the glow of the sun, and your toes in the sand. Lorac Los Angeles brings you an eyeshadow palette inspired by all the things we love about the sunny city in late winter. It says late winter on the Ulta website. Is that supposed to be winter? Winter, not winter. I'm also an editor, so there's that. This soft universal eyeshadow palette contains 12 matte and shimmer shades with a variety of highlight, crease shades, and inner shades. Grab your sweater, sunglasses, and sandals and experience what Lorac has dreamed up for you. So 12 different shades, mixture of matte and shimmers, $30. I don't think $30 is a terrible price. It does look like it also comes with a mirror, which is good. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, when I first saw that I had a tag, like when the first tag came in on Instagram, I was like, why are people tagging me on the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette? Like, did you guys not see my videos? Did you not see what happened with the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette? If you're new and you haven't seen it, I'll leave it linked down below. All my videos on that palette. But I honestly thought that people were tagging me for the White Chocolate Chip palette and I was super confused. It does to me, it looks really similar to the White Chocolate Chip palette. I don't know if it's as small as the White Chocolate Chip palette, but just the packaging and how the shadows are and even kind of like some of the shades in here just reminded me of the White Chocolate Chip palette right off the bat. I have already said it in this video, not an eyeshadow palette junkie, so I don't feel like I need this in my collection. But Lorac is actually another brand that I don't really purchase from. I don't have any of the Lorac eyeshadow palettes, and in one of my previous either Will I Buy It or antihaul videos, I'm not even sure how long ago it was, Lorac was coming out with like their Mega Pro 3 maybe it was, and I said I wasn't gonna buy it, and so many people were like, no, you need to try Lorac shadows, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to try them. Just not yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Again, I feel like I just don't need to make the purchase right now. Saving my money for other bigger things. Lorac is just a brand that I actually am pretty sure that I do not have anything Lorac, but I've never tried their eyeshadows. I know you guys tell me that they're really good, so I'm gonna try. Maybe in 2017 will be the year that I try out Lorac, but I haven't done it yet. But those are just kind of the quick rundown of reasons of why I'm not going to be purchasing it. But it looks like it is available now. Like I was saying, it's available on the Ulta website. Yep, you can add it to your bag. So it is available. I'll leave it linked down below. Let me know what you guys think if you're gonna get it. Like I said, it looks really pretty. I have nothing against it. There's a one shade called Kitty Cat. Ooh, and Hot Toddy and Starfish. Okay, I would like the shades. There's like a couple of those mauve shades in there that I'm really obsessed with right now, but I just don't need it. I just need to let it go. There's so many new makeup releases. You know, we don't have to feel the pressure to buy all of them because it's just not realistic. So I'm gonna pass on the Lorac California Dreaming palette. Let us know in the comments down below if you're getting it or if you're gonna pass over it. Okay, so last product I wanna talk about, I feel like it's kind of random, but I've gotten a few tags on Instagram and I thought I'd throw it in here. So Nars is coming out with a new soft matte complete concealer. These are $30 a piece and looks like there are 16 shades. Okay, so it says each has a long wear, high coverage formula with a natural matte finish. So plenty of different shades to choose from and it is available now. So I'll leave it linked down below. So I'm not gonna purchase these, even though like for some reason, I really like concealer. I like buying concealer, I like putting concealer on. Like concealer is something that I will put on every day, even if I'm not wearing like a full face of makeup. If I'm like just gonna go out and run errands, like I'll put concealer on and then maybe some powder. Like I just have to have concealer. I love it. I don't know if that's like a weird thing, but that's definitely something that I just get attracted to. But I'm not gonna purchase from Nars. $30 is kind of expensive for concealer because most of my concealers, like I do have the Tarte Shape Tape. I do have that, but like I love the Maybelline Fit Me, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I have a concealer from NYX that's not my favorite, but I'm actually wearing it today. Like it'll do. So I find the drugstore concealers to be just fine for me personally. So $30 is a little bit harder for me to spend on a concealer, even though I do like it. But once again, Nars isn't a brand that I buy a ton from, but actually I have tried, is it the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer that like everyone's lost their panties over? Not recently, but like, I mean, like everyone's always lost their panties over that concealer, and I don't like it. I actually was able to try a sample of it and I did not like it at all. Like at all. Like it was like I put it on and I was like, I want to take this off. And I'm not like, I feel like concealers are usually fine. Like even if you don't love one, you're like, oh, that'll do. Like the NYX one, like I don't love it, but it'll do and I'll wear it. And I was like, I'm never gonna wear this again. I did try it 2 more times to give it a fair chance, you know. I did that, but I just really, really did not like it at all. So that has definitely deterred me from buying this new NARS concealer. So I'm gonna skip over that one, but I thought it was interesting that a lot of people were tagging me to ask about it. And I don't know if maybe I've mentioned in the past that I really like concealers and I like buying them and wearing them. And so I don't know if maybe I've mentioned that in a video and people heard it and was like, you gonna buy the new NARS one? But I'm not going to. Again, I'm just not like super loyal to the brand and I haven't liked their concealers in the past. So I'm gonna stick with, you know, mostly my drugstore ones and my Tarte Shape Tape because I lost my panties over that one. So there's that. But let us know in the comments down below, like, do you love the other NARS concealers? Have you bought this new NARS one? Will you buy it? Do you like buying concealers like me? Or am I just over here on my own lonely island wanting to buy concealers? I don't know, maybe I am. But I thought I'd throw that one in there too because I saw a couple of your guys' tags on Instagram. So that's gonna be the last product that I'm talking about in this week's anti-haul. So thank you for requesting to bring the anti-haul videos back. But yeah, that's gonna be the last one that I'm talking about for this one. Alright guys, so that's gonna be everything for this anti-haul video. Let me know in the comments down below like how often you think you'd want to see an anti-haul video. I probably wouldn't do it weekly like I do the Will I Buy It's because I just think it would probably get too repetitive, but would you want to see it once a month? Twice a month is probably the most that I would do. Would you want to see it like every other month? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, but I honestly was really surprised, especially when I put it out in my newsletter and asked you guys to write in what you'd want to see me record, and just how many anti-hauls there were really actually did surprise me. So but thank you guys for giving me your opinions and your feedback. It really does help me out. I of course want to make the videos that you guys want to watch and that you get excited to see because that makes me excited to film them. So thank you very much for requesting them. I hope that you enjoyed this video, maybe found it helpful, useful. Thank you guys so much for watching and thank you for requesting the anti-haul videos. Again, my Will I Buy It playlist will also be linked down below. Please keep sending in your comments and suggestions for what you'd want to see in future videos. They really do help me out so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and make sure to subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye.